Hello and welcome to episode 84 of the DaebakCast. This is a weekly podcast where the three of us come together each week to talk about K-pop and whatever's current in the industry. This week we have one album review and then three topics, so we're actually going back to some topics this week after the longest time.
Yeah.
I guess we'll just reveal those when they come up, but we'll just say them as they come. Anyways, as always, I'm joined by Nate.
I hate this love song. 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 And I hate this love song.
Big Bang. Classic. Yeah. All right. And in the other corner, we have Andrew, who usually has three things.
I usually try not to make like three things non-stop celebrity deaths, but geez, I think we got to cover Aretha Franklin passing away.
Yeah.
Basically, she was a pioneer in soul and R&B music, so it's sad to see one of the
Even
legends.
just pop music in general.
Yeah, just pop music. I mean, just huge influence. Just again, one of the first premier black female entertainers that just sort of broke through the mainstream. So she was hugely influential in all types of music. So yeah, I believe she had some type of cancer or pancreatic cancer. So yeah, she only died at 78, which is kind of young, at least in this day and age. But I mean, her legacy is she'll live on forever. Basically, just incredible music.
Is pancreatic cancer related to diabetes?
Possibly. I'm not sure.
Because I feel like it could be, because the pancreas is what gives the insulin and all that. But
yeah,
whatever.
That wouldn't be surprising. But
we're not doctors. If you are, tell us in the comments.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, just rest in peace. And her music is incredible. So, second piece of news is BTS sold their concert out in 20 goddamn minutes. I believe I mentioned the Citi Field concert last week. And oh man, yeah, I didn't expect it to go that fast, honestly. I mean, probably it's scalpers and everything, but still, selling out 45,000 seat stadium plus everything and on the field and everything. Again, like I said last week, this is a watershed moment for K-pop, and do not be surprised.
That's a good precedent.
Yeah, do not be surprised because BTS doesn't sleep. Next year we get a stadium tour. They go throughout the summer. They'll go kind of what big groups or big artists One Direction or Taylor Swift did, just arena tours, huge stuff like that. And number 3, I saw VAV in concert on Friday. Yeah, they were awesome. Just some I live tweeted a bunch of it. The funniest thing there's a lot of funny things that happened. So they were doing this part where they're just talking about what American songs that they wanted to cover and everything. And I was just just as a joke, because Havana has just been, everyone's been doing Havana. I'm just Havana. And then literally they just go straight into Havana and they just freak out. I'm just yo, I did this.
Called it.
Yeah, definitely. I am definitely starting to become a fan of them. I am still trying to learn members. I mean, besides the fact that I know you're in VAV, Jacob, and apparently you have super crazy abs or something.
I'm actually a member of VAV. So go check me out.
Yeah, I'd say probably Aino is probably my favorite, because he's the rapper and he did a song from his mixtape, which was awesome. So yeah, I definitely want to see them again next time they come to the US.
Cool.
And those are my 3 things.
And I'm Jacob, #NoBlownote. And also I'm going to start a new thing, which is, we were talking about this in Discord. I don't know if you read it, but
what?
I was listening to Sunmi's Full Moon EP not too long ago. And there's a song on it called Who Am I? And it's very, very, it's a rock song that Sunmi did with Yubin way back when. And I always thought that it'd be a really good song for Hyukoh to do a cover of. So I'm so now you know what we got to do? This is a call to action. We're going to tweet at Hyukoh and Sunmi every single week until they cover that song together, with Sunmi playing bass and Hyukoh and her singing and the rest of the band playing.
Have fun
All right,
tweeting at Hucko and Sunmi every week for the rest of your lives.
Yes, we're just gonna keep doing it until we're gonna grow a bigger and bigger fan base too.
So basically,
when we have a million subscribers, we'll have a million people tweeting every week. Think about it.
So I'm thinking like 3 or 4 weeks, and then they block us. Block you.
No, and then so if you get them to do it, you'll move on to another artist. So you'll be like, I don't know.
No, my life will just be complete.
you won't tweet at anyone else asking for anything. That's your final goal.
All right. No, it's like, that one guy got Weezer to bless the rains down in Africa.
Yeah, basically
we can do it too.
Yeah, you want them to bless the rains, basically.
All right. So everyone listening, tweet at Sunmi, tweet at Hyuko together, and say, hey, collab and cover Sunmi's song. Who
cover
Am I?
Africa.
No. That's already been done. Who Am I by Sunmi. Cover it, Hyuko and Sunmi together. Tweet at them. All right. I'm gonna make a big deal of this.
Okay.
And if I don't, bring it up in the comments and remind me, because I always forget things. Anyways,
speak it into existence, as they say.
Yes, we're going to make this happen. Anyways, on to the first topic, which you could say is very good.
Hey, that's my job. It's my job to make the shitty puns.
All right, who's doing the track list this week?
Nate, you can do it. I mean,
all right, cool. Just because we're switching things, I didn't really know.
Yeah.
We didn't talk about this beforehand.
Okay, so we're reviewing BerryGood's Free Travel. The first track is Green Apple, which is the title track, one of 2 title tracks. It's synth pop. It's pretty good. The MV didn't have 0 budget, which was nice. It even had a Mustang. So it's another song I can put on my producer credits. I like this song, but I don't know, that choreo was like pretty meh. And I could have done without like the completely gratuitous ass shot at the beginning and the whole intro thing.
Yeah.
It really turned me off to the song, or like the styling and the MV and stuff. And it kind of led to the live version too, because like they had Joyeon's like cut off shorts were so like cut off. It was basically like
you get butt cheek.
A jean thong with like the top part of shorts, but then she had safety shorts on, of course, because she's on a broadcast. So it was literally like 6 inches of safety shorts and then cut off jeans, and it just looked so trashy and bad. It just like really ruined it for me. But I do like this song. Definitely not gonna be watching any live versions though.
Yeah, that was my problem too. Like, again, I like this song a lot. I'm just like about to cry. It's like, it's not garbage. It's not garbage. It's not bibbidi boppity boo. But yeah, I'd say the sort of like whiplash between like the cutesy, like upbeat nature of the song and just like the overt sexiness of the choreography just is, it doesn't match at all. And
yeah,
I know BerryGood isn't as popular of a group, and I know their only like chance at popularity is just because, God, you just said her name,
Joyeon.
Yeah, Joyeon's literally the only one that's sort of like makes headlines because she's hot. So it just kind of feels like that they're kind of leaning into that just to like A, make headlines, and B, sort of just help sell the group. And I don't know, it's just you didn't need to do that. You didn't need to do that to sell the song, because I feel like the song was good enough as it is. And I mean, they didn't need to do it before, because again, they have almost 2 million views on Don't Believe, and they had none of that like sexy like gratuitous ass shot nonsense. I mean, they had like very interesting outfits with like thigh highs or whatever, but at least it was it was more in line with like the concept, whereas this is, it just feels like it's there just to grab your attention basically, and if anything, it's just it's distracting from the actual quality of the song, because I enjoyed it so much. I wasn't gonna enjoy it at all just because my expectations were so low after Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo, but it's surprisingly good.
I think the song turned out great. Like I actually enjoyed it quite a lot. I like the like the synth instrumentals, the like even the drum beat they used to build up to the sort of like dropper chorus or whatever with the oh oops, like I thought that was pretty good.
It's well or they had a really good song structure in mind for this.
Yeah. But yeah, like Nate said, like the choreography was kind of lazy, and like I think as far as like the like relying too much on the sexiness stuff, I think it really is it's because they think they're on their last leg, and they're from a no one company. They're kind of a no one group.
Unfortunately,
I think this is kind of what gets views from a lot of fans in Korea. But they're not really here for your music though. They're here for to look at your body.
Yeah, just
like
oogle.
Switch. You know what I mean? Like it's not. I don't think this is where they want to go. Like, you know. So I guess that's my thoughts on the song. I love the song, but I think the actual concept is what's lacking.
Yeah, it sounds like we're all on the same page pretty much.
Yeah, and I mean it's a shame because again we loved like Don't Believe a lot, and I mean again we were kind of like mixed on like Bibbidi Boppidi Boo, and it's sort of it reeks of desperation.
Bibbidi Boppidi Boo, I thought the song was okay. Like it wasn't bad, but it wasn't that good.
No,
but the music video was like edited in iMovie.
At least this wasn't like iMovie generic, like, and it actually was in focus and everything. It was color corrected.
Yeah.
So you gotta give them props for that at least.
Next is Mellow Mellow, which is the other title track, although the MV got taken down. So this is more like super funky and like synthy chill pop. I really like the bass line and the synths for the song, and I thought the vocals fit it really well too. This is definitely one of my favorites, and I wish the MV would show up again because I'm glad that it's like a single. I don't know how they're promoting though.
The MV wasn't anything too special, honestly.
I didn't get to see it.
Like the MV was basically just some intermittent choreography shots, but the choreography wasn't really anything like special. But it's that one like room that like a bunch of like low budget K-pop music videos use, where it has like a bunch of like lights and like scaffolding and like everything. I'm pretty sure like the one that one group, like the cannibalism concept, they used it. J Park used it in his All I Want to Do music. Yeah, basically it's just like one of those K-pop spots. So they're there, and then it's just intermittent shots of them going around with some guy or whatever. So it's just, yeah, I mean they're trying to make a concept and story out of it, but it just wasn't as interesting. That being said, I still enjoyed the song. I'd say this, whereas like Green Apple is more along the lines of or just an electro pop, like more upbeat type of song. I'd say this would fall more similarly to where Don't Believe was, just a more sensual sounding R&B type track. So yeah, this was another one of my favorites, and I'm glad that even though the music video got taken down and like the choreo was okay, I'm glad it still got a music video to some degree, because I thought that I was wondering is this gonna be a single or whatever. I felt the quality of the song deserved of being a single as well.
So for me, I think I actually prefer this song over Green Apple actually. I think the chorus was really strong. The instrumentals were pretty good, and I also like the sort of transition they use before the chorus. Like in Green Apple, they sort of do like this whispering part, which I thought was pretty good. So yeah, I enjoyed the song a lot.
Yeah. Next is Rainbow. So this is more innocent girl group, like older style. There's lots of strings and guitar parts that I liked. It's kind of like a more synthy G-Friend song.
Yeah, I thought G-Friend too.
And then like the one thing that was funny that stood out to me was like there's part where it gets kind of quiet and it's really synthy. That part kind of sounded like an Underwater Mario song. Like the way the synth part sounds like something that could be part of like a Underwater Mario level. Like in I don't know, I forget what world is that, but like when you're just trying to avoid the spikes and everything. Yeah, I feel it. I think I know. Yeah. I just got to that part where like listening to it right now. So. So that stood out to me. I thought that was funny, but yeah, it's a good song.
I mean, it's well documented. I normally hate these kind of songs, at least when it comes from G-Friend, because I'm just like, you've kind of done it already a billion times, but. I'd say with BerryGood, it's kind of refreshing because again, it's not something we usually hear from them. So yeah, I enjoyed it, and again, I'd say the vocals are pretty good and definitely fit. And obviously the one aspect of like these like very typical kind of like girl group type songs that GFriend does was the string instrumentals. So I always appreciate that touch whenever I hear it in music that's sort of reminiscent of that style.
Yeah, I enjoyed this song as well. I think obviously it didn't stand out as much as the two title tracks, but just because we've heard this sort of style before. However, I think it did turn out pretty well as far as like their take on the GFriend or A-Pink style of music.
Yep. Next is Give It Away. So this is like a super fast upbeat song with like hip hop influences. I like the use of the brass. The breakdown was like not very good though, and it kind of ruined it for me.
Yeah, same actually.
But over the rest of the song I liked.
Yeah, because I kind of just wish they stuck with like the sort of like, it kind of reminded me of like a Wiki Mickey song almost. Yeah. I mean they have that kind of style, but like I kind of just wish they kept that style throughout like both the verse and the chorus, because like they sort of changed the style of song in the chorus. And yeah, definitely that's sort of what killed it for me. It just thematically they just went off in a random direction, and yeah, it just kind of killed the momentum of the song. So yeah, I mean I loved basically if the chorus is more in line with the verses, this would have been one of my favorites definitely.
Yeah. So for me, I agree about the chorus. It just feels like they dissected out of another song and they just stuck it in there.
It's like a clue note, but it didn't work as well.
Yeah. Well, I mean, clue and note, like they feel like they belong together at least.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's the opposite where you try to hear them separately and not as Sherlock. It's just weird. Whereas this,
yeah. I think the like singing in the verse and stuff is good. However, I don't like the dun 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 dun. It's like it's kind of annoying, I guess, for me. Like it just feels like they're going like boom 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 like in my ears, I guess. So yeah, it's just that, what is it, like a trumpet, like a fake trumpet?
Yeah, it's a trumpet sample or like synth sort of thing. But
yeah, that noise is a little much. I think if they like maybe did variants in the note that they were going instead of just using it like
yeah. Well, I mean, I guess they're
or
trying
use
to go
like
they're trying to go for
percussion
something like
or something instead.
Yeah,
I'm not
maybe.
sure.
They're trying to go for something that's like hard hitting, but yeah, they just keep hitting the same note over and over again, so it gets a bit repetitive. And also, I mean, I just as a general consensus, like some of the songs, I guess, like were sort of or had issues with mixing, and yeah, I could if that might be the problem with this, where it's just like the horn's so loud, it's just like, oh, I can't even focus on the vocals to some degree. So
yeah, I think it should be maybe like keeping it, but like making it quieter, like you were saying. Like in, for example, like Twice as TT, they have this weird flute that goes like over throughout the entire song. Like if that was loud, that'd be really annoying. But it's in the background, so it works fine. Yeah. For like as far as like just creating space in there. I think this could work fine. It just needs to be like quieter than the other instrumentals and vocals.
Next is Sorry Unnie. This is an R&B song. I thought this was a cool, like, I like the song a lot. I like that they mixed in the like traditional like Eastern instruments into it, kind of giving it like a not Lost in a Dream,
Dream in a Dream,
Dream within a Dream, yeah, like kind of style.
I really wish
instead of
like every time we cover a song that has those instrumentals in it, like I always want them to bring more of it, like in other songs. Like I love the sound of these instruments, but they're so like underutilized, I feel like, just because they're not I guess mainstream. They're usually used only in like traditional music.
Yeah. It's another song that I wanted to like more than I did, because it's, again, just thematically, it's definitely a lot more in line with like what BerryGood subunit Heart did. Yeah, but again, it's another song where I feel like the chorus just kind of was a bit too boring and killed the momentum of the that the song had going for it, because it doesn't really, it's just very like sort of it doesn't come to a head or a peak or anything. It just kind of stays in the same sort of range that the verse does. So it's almost hard. It's kind of hard to like recognize like, oh, we're going to the chorus right now, just because it blends a bit too seamlessly with the rest of the music.
Yeah.
They need to create more of a separation so that you can sort of identify when the chorus is kicking in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I definitely agree about the chorus there. However, I do like the chill vibe that it keeps throughout the entire song. I think it definitely the vocals fit this kind of song pretty well, and the instrumentals are like the beat they used actually was pretty cool. So I like that. The do 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 like that kind of thing. All right, now you can go.
Next is My Day. This is a piano-based ballad. I really liked the subtle addition. There's like guitar in the back of the instrumentals. It's like pretty subtle. I liked that. The vocals were decent, but like nothing really blew me away for this one. There's two much better ballads later at the end of the album.
Yeah. This just sort of gets overshadowed afterwards, and I'd say it's another song where I'd say the vocal performance is decent, the music isn't bad, but the mixing or how they're just sort of like arranging it was kind of a mess, because like again it's kind of trying to be like a slow-paced ballady track with like a drum instrumental in the background, but like the snare hits are so loud, it's just like like you can't even like focus on like the actual song. So I think they should have, because usually when you're trying to go for like a slow jazzy R&B type song, you usually there's like this lever that you have on the snare drum so that you can like the sound is like a lot more like a tom, and also you use brushes.
It removes the snare. Of the snare drum.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of counterintuitive, but it's sort of like the iconic like sound that a lot of like jazz has, and I feel like it would have been better if they removed that like the snare sound and they used brushes instead, because brushes are a lot softer. Because I feel like using like an actual drumstick was just like it's too like loud and distracting of like a note to like actually focus on the vocals, which were good. It's just again, I feel like a lot of the songs I had problems with, it just came down to mixing and arrangement ultimately. Like I didn't have too many problems with most of the vocal performances. Again, if anything, like the songs that come after this are just vocal like showcases. So
yeah,
I'm wondering if maybe just because it's such a small company that the mixing engineer they had was probably less experienced than what we're used to. So it could be just like, rookie mistake sort of thing. I think I definitely agree about the drums. Like I think what you're saying about using a brush instead would make it a lot less impactful. So yeah, that's definitely a good point, I guess. Anyways, the vocals themselves, I thought the vocal performance was really good, so I enjoyed that part of the song.
Next is Fly. It's Tropical House, and it finally happened.
Cover of the Epic High song.
Oh yeah, it is a cover. Good point. It finally happened. It was It was a Tropical House song that was I mean, I'm like
pinching
this.
myself. Is this actually happening right now? Nate doesn't like a Tropical
Is this
House
a dream? It's a dream in a dream.
I like the synth parts a lot, but like the beat and the vocals are like really basic, and it was just like, it was I did like the fake out drop though. The drop, like that was good. I did like that part.
No, again, I'd have to file this under another one of the songs where just like the mixing and the melody that during the chorus was just like all over the place. Like there's just like this like synth, like synth that's going on in the background, and I'm just like, oh, I can't hear like the notes. It's just, but yeah, it's a bit too distracting because again, it's another one of those songs that I loved up until the chorus. Loved everything but the choruses. I mean, again, the vocal performance wasn't bad, but yeah, again, it's just not as interesting. But again, I'd say that's my problem ultimately with a lot of like tropical sounding songs, where it's just like they just tend to stay in the same sort of range. Whereas like I'd prefer some dynamics to where they'd put their melody.
I enjoyed the song overall, but I think it was a little like haphazardly put together. Like there's a lot of like random sound effects they use. Like at one point they use like just randomly after the. I don't know how that's gonna turn on the mic, so rip headphone users. But yeah, they just use this weird descending whistle like randomly after the. I think it was after the chorus. That was one of the things I remembered.
I just heard it.
And
yeah, it just like they somebody just kind of went too crazy and like I don't know, like
Fruity Loops, like just using random like
just like they're just putting everything
sprinkle stuff in.
Yeah, and again, like that's why you can never conflate like I don't know, just like busyness or just like complexity with actual like quality. Just because there's a lot going for it doesn't mean it always ends up sounding good. If anything, it's just gonna sound like a mess.
I think overall though it was a fun song, so I'll give it a pass at least.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I didn't hate it. It was just like, I don't know. I think you guys probably described my issues with it better than I did. It's just, I don't know. There's just problems with it. Next is Can I Dream Again? Now, this is another piano-based ballad, but I thought this was a much better showcase of their vocals. And I really liked the piano line in this song.
It's like a female version of like a Big Bang or Taeyong, like a really like emo ballad. So I'm a sucker for these. Yeah, I was surprised how much I liked their. Again, maybe it's just sort of a like juxtaposition where it's something that it's a style they haven't really gone with all too much, so the ballads kind of stand out in a way. But I'd say like the vocal performance, I don't know if it's just one person singing on here. I'm really bad with like the members of BerryGood. I'm sorry if you're a BerryGood stan, but like it kind of sounds like it's maybe like one person doing the vocal. Oh no, I'm a BerryGood stan. I love them. Even though I hate like half of their like 1/3 of their singles.
I mean, no, I like BerryGood. I don't want to be mean, but I just like nobody listening to this is a BerryGood stan. I guess is a better.
Oh, if you're a BerryGood stan, please comment it in the comments below. Just let us know. Let us know you exist.
Comment 69 if you're a BerryGood stan.
So yeah, again, it definitely sounds like one or like two people like that are doing the vocals, and I'm just like, wow.
Yeah.
Again, I usually don't suggest groups do like ballad focused singles, but again, like the vocal talent's there, so why not? And I mean, who knows? Like ballads are really popular in Korea, so imagine that breaks out, and then they end up being like it's like a idol group, but they do like the Vici style songs or something like that. I don't know. Who knows? Like. Again, I just
when you said Daebak, I thought you said the Bee Gees. I was like,
I heard Bee Gees too. I heard Bee Gees too, so that's not just you. Jacob.
I mean that like an idol group that did like a female idol group that did the Bee Gees. You kidding me? I'd listen to that in a heartbeat. Oh, don't get my hopes up. Anyway, yeah, it just. The vocals worked well. The only thing I'd say they would add, I mean, they kind of had like this like lo-fi like talking part, but it would be nice if they had like a rap like either break or interlude, and it kind of would fit the song very perfectly. I don't know if they necessarily have any rappers like as like member like positions specifically, but it'd be cool if they had like a rap part, which is something I usually don't say because kind of sometimes like rap parts could kill songs. But yeah, I think it would have it would have done well with that.
Yeah, so vocals incredible on this song. I think this might actually be my favorite song on the album. I really enjoyed this.
I was close to putting it as my favorite.
Also, I really love
the like song happened.
The like descending piano notes like throughout the entire song. I thought those were, I don't know, they're just effective, I guess. It's kind of repetitive, but I think it works well enough that I don't really care that much. That it's just repeated throughout the entire song. It's just a constant, but still, I enjoy the song a lot. The vocals were really the front and center of this. So.
Next,
A Goddamn Love.
Next is The Love of That Guy, which got horribly translated.
Yeah, actually, on iTunes, it's called A Goddamn Love, but they spelled damn, DAMNM.
Yeah.
I mean, it's memorable, but I don't.
Goddamn love.
Yeah, that's
but no, the Hangul actually translates to the love of that guy.
That guy's love.
Or yeah, basically. This song is definitely my favorite. It just took me on a journey, and I thought it was awesome. So like, it starts off as like a traditional piano ballad. It's actually like kind of hard to distinguish from the song right before it. Like, if I wasn't paying attention, I thought it would have just been the same song.
Yeah, they should have put it towards the middle.
I I thought it was fine
But-
because the
Or in the
like
beginning.
the sound effects with like the rain kind of just helped like bring
Yeah.
the ease the song in a way.
Yeah, and there's more strings too, but it was just like if I wasn't paying attention, I wouldn't have noticed any of that. And I think but I like it because it starts off as that traditional ballad, but then the beat picks up and it becomes more of like a pop ballad,
Yeah, it's like a trance song.
and then it just like keeps building, and eventually it becomes a power ballad.
Yeah,
'Cause
with
there's
like a
just like
guitar.
a sick electric guitar solo, and I was like, okay, this is amazing. Like, you just took me on this crazy journey through different subgenres of ballads, and it's all like really good.
Yeah, because usually you get like the techno style ballads, you get like the really like emotional ballads, and then you get like the power ballads. They just put it all into one, but for whatever
Exactly,
reason,
and it was
for whatever
awesome.
for whatever reason, it just happens to work out really well. Just I don't know, it's just a great amalgamation of just different styles of ballad, and it definitely helps. It's differentiated from the other from Can I Dream Again. So yeah, I love it. I loved like how it sort of built towards the ending, and they put it here because it's probably a great place to put an ending track like this, where the build sort of like anticipates in such a way.
Yeah, this might also be like again like tied with Can I Dream Again.
This
Like
is
it's
one of my
really
favorite
hard.
songs on the
So the album.
I mean, I only said it twice. All right, it's between these two songs,
You
which
said
oddly
it
enough,
about Mellow Mellow too.
and that's one of them. It's one of them. It's one of my many favorites.
You can't deny
All
the meme. You can't deny the meme. You like
It's
every.
real.
Dude, I love K-pop. I can't. It's like choosing your favorite children, which we actually have to do in another. Is it the next topic?
God.
Yeah, we're gonna
the
choose our
next-
favorite
yeah.
children.
Anyways, I really love this as well. The vocals are incredible. Also, like the different sections throughout the song are really awesome. Like this is the type of ballad that you usually only get from like OSTs.
Yeah.
Because usually they don't do this like I don't know how to explain it, but this like type of ballad usually isn't on an album. It's usually only for like a really sappy love drama, like kind of OST. I think the last one I watched like that was Love Rain because Yuna was in it. Anyways, I love this a lot, and like the section in the middle, like the instrumental like reminds me, as far as my synesthesia thing goes, it's like Mario Kart with Rainbow Road. So I was like, all right, I'll
You're
take
just
it.
super
I'll take
happy,
it.
I guess, for like a sort of like emotional sounding ballad, but
Well, no, it's just like you're in space and you're on just literally just Rainbow Road, just speeding through.
But the thing is, though, like Rainbow Road does not give me like happy memories because I'm just like, why the fuck do I keep falling off? It's so stupid.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Okay, we can go into rankings. For me, it was between a 5 and a 6 for songs. I really did like most of the songs, and the stuff I didn't like, there wasn't anything I didn't like. There were just things I had issues with. I think I'm gonna give it a 6 though. I just wanna, I don't know, encourage, I guess.
Like
how-
overall?
Yeah.
No, 6 for music.
Oh,
Like,
what?
I don't know. I don't know. I really liked all the music on this album. It was between a 5 or a 6. Like I said, yeah. Like there were, I don't know. Now you're pushing me into a 5. I don't know.
don't let me influence you. Don't let me influence you.
I don't know. I'm gonna lean into a 6 just to encourage BerryGood. Not that they'll literally ever see this. Because I really liked all the music on this album.
I mean,
but
not many people will be doing an album review, so they might find
That's
it.
true.
Who knows?
I know.
But I'm definitely giving them a 1 for concept. I talked about it in Green
Yeah.
Apple. Like I had a lot of problems with it. And I gave them a bias point, so I gave it an 8 overall. If the concept was better, it would have been a 9 or a 10.
I'm actually giving it a 4 out of 6 for music. Again, I love BerryGood. I liked a lot of the songs, but again, it's just I feel like the mixing is what killed, and the production is what killed a lot of it for me. So if they fix that, I definitely get a higher score. But yeah, it's just they need to just engineer it
off.
Yeah, they just need to engineer it a bit better. I mean, I'm usually the one that's strict when it comes to like bad choreography or bad music videos, but I'd still give it a 2 out of 3 for concept. I like the outfits despite it being a bit too sexy, and I mean. Like I don't know. I guess the music video is kind of funny. They're just like pelting the guy with apples or just stealing his car. I have no idea what's going on.
They stole his car.
They stole his Mustang.
Stole his Mustang.
Oh wait, didn't they do that in 4 Minutes Heart to Heart? Didn't they steal his car,
Yes,
or did they make it break down?
I don't know.
And then Taeyeon stole her boss's BMW and I feel like this is a trend in K-pop. Just stealing people's
just like
cars.
female idols that just steal like really nice cars. But yeah, I mean. Also, I'd maybe just give it like points for actually having green apples in the music video, because I hate when when music videos have like their namesake and they just don't make reference to it. Like how freaking like the music. We're gonna get to this later, but like the music video for Mr. Potter doesn't have any Harry Potter references in it whatsoever. It's just like a generic ass like girl group music video. But at least there's green apples.
Probably because of. Yeah, it's probably because of copyright. Yeah,
but I mean,
they could have at least done Wizards or something.
Yeah, they could have done something magical, but like because the freaking album cover is actually like a witch flying in the moon. But anyway, like this wasn't bad, and obviously I'm gonna give him a bias point, so 7 out of 10. But that's a more optimistic 7 out of 10 than I usually give. So yeah, I mean,
yeah, same with my 8.
All right, so for me, I gave a 5 out of 6 for music. I liked all the songs. Some of them had issues, so that's where the point came off. Basically, same as Nate. And then also same as Nate is the concept, which I gave it a 1 out of 3 as well, just because I feel like they really, really could do better, and you really don't need to rely on the whole sexy concept to get attention, because I feel like if you have. At least for Western fans, you just need a cool music video that has different, like a cool aesthetic and, scenery and stuff like that, or a storyline or something.
And that's what got them popular, because like again, Don't Believe had all of those elements, honestly, in terms of music video. So
because like we've seen it from a lot of other groups, like you can do that kind of stuff even on a pretty low budget. So I'd like to see them do another comeback, and I hope they can, sort of heed some of that sort of advice, I guess. So, yeah, I gave 5 out of 6, 1 out of 3, and then 1 out of 1 for bias. So I gave it a 7 as well.
So yeah, it's gonna average out to about a 7.
7, which we were pretty much all on the same page, because that was a very borderline 7.
But I mean, yeah, it's a more optimistic 7, and I like in terms of just like, I guess. Quality, it's definitely a quality album, even though it's a 7. So don't let the ranking deter you from listening to them, because they have some great music still.
Again, I definitely would like you just said, like recommend this album. It's just it's like, again, its issues are in just the production, whereas I feel like if you took like a more higher end maybe like production engineer and had them redo it. And then re-release it would fix a lot of the problems.
Yeah, if they had like the SM, like an SM or JYP level budget, and like SM JYP level like choreography and like mixing and everything, like we'd probably think it's amazing. But yeah, it's just it's financial, but it's understandable, definitely.
Also, one thing I didn't point out yet, but I thought was great was like the album cover and the songs and everything. It just screamed very like 2010, 2012 K-pop era, which I actually thought was really cool.
The only thing about the album cover though, because like it's the logo's like BG, because BerryGood, but the thing is though, like the straight part of the B and the G are like kind of crooked, so it kind of looks like it's a 69.
Yeah, I didn't notice that, but you pointed it out.
No, just like the first time I thought, it was like, why does it say 69 on there? It's like, oh, BG, but.
Well, again, comment 69 if you stand BerryGood.
Yeah, because obviously that's like it's a clear sign that you have to comment 69 if you're a BerryGood stan.
Right from the get-go, like on your first listen, it's not quite as like catchy and like popular pop sounding, but then the more you listen to it, just the banana banana nana just gets like stuck in your head, and that's all you can hear in your head for like the whole day. It's actually ridiculous.